Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll be showing you how I take notes. Now there might be different techniques that each one of you are comfortable with. Here, I'll be sharing some of my ways of preparing notes which I use for learning and revising before the exams. Now during our lectures, I note down the important points, the repeated sentences and keywords that the teachers emphasize, and later on I include these points while preparing the notes. Now here I'll be taking a chapter from physiology, that is blood physiology, in order to show you how I prepare the notes for it. First I'll be skim reading through the chapter once. It's always good for you all to refer textbooks of your choice and simplicity while you make notes. Now I always like to draw margins for my notes as it makes it appear more aesthetic and neat. While beginning to write my notes, I keep a note of the headings that I need to include from the textbook as they usually form the important questions. So here I am writing the heading of the chapter using a colored pen. The introduction to the chapter is important as it usually includes the core definitions and the highlights of the topic. Now although small keywords can be used for the notes, I have tried to write it as limited sentences since it helps retain the information in a better way during revision. Now it again depends from person to person. Some may find it easier to use small keywords as in a mind map. I personally like to keep my notes colorful, so I have highlighted the important points with color pencils. Now this stimulates my mind and helps me recollect the points more effectively. Now once I take these notes, I can keep it as a reference till the end. I usually use some arrows and hyphens to list out the important points. And if there is any additional information that I get from the internet, I include them as well. Now there are many methods we choose to make notes. One of them is called the split page method, where you can divide the page into two and write the points in a smaller font, and this will help you to concise more points in a single page. Now personally, I like to make notes as I am doing right now without splitting the contents, as my mind accepts this visual information more well than a tiny font one. Now another method is by creating notes on iPads or laptops. That is, when I'm lazy to take notes on paper and find that my handwriting may go bad, I choose to type it on the laptop on some days. But I feel kinesthetic way gives a better stimulus to the brain to retain the information better. Here I found some important points that I thought of including in my notes. Now if you all get extra time, you can refer to more than one textbooks of greater complexity as you move forward so that you can find more points to include in your notes and it can fetch you additional marks in your examinations. I make sure that I avoid detailed sentences while preparing the notes. And I just pick the important points and try my best to simplify and concise it to the maximum extent. Now it is not possible for me to remember all these points without proper revision from these notes at regular intervals. Now when my notes are colorful and interesting, it actually motivates and makes me look forward to revising that particular topic. Now apart from the writings, I include certain diagrams that have chances to be asked for the examination. Now in our examinations, when we present the answer sheets with diagrams, it gives an impression to the examiners that we have a better idea of that particular topic. So diagrams could fetch us better marks. Now diagrams are not easy for everyone as we all are not artists. But it's not about the perfection in the diagram. At least we can try to draw it in the simplest manner possible. Ultimately, it should represent that we have understood the concept very clearly. Now if you see, I have drawn the morphology of the WBCs in a simple manner and I've labeled the important parts of it. I'll be completing the entire notes for blood physiology soon, and the PDF of it will be available on my website, the link to which is given in the description below. I'll be informing you all once it is ready. I really hope that you all found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching. To get the notes of anatomy, physiology, biomechanics and other health science subjects, visit my website, the link to which is given in the description below. If you like my video, please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.